So I've seen a couple influencers do these makeup therapy videos, so I thought this was a perfect time to jump on, do a makeup therapy session with you guys, and just kind of further catch you up. I wanted to say a thank you to everyone who commented or wrote me or reached out over my last video opening up about my struggles. It was just crazy for me. Just really overwhelmed with gratitude, and I just felt like, man, you guys got like exactly what I was saying. You knew where I was coming from, and so many of you were going through the same thing. So like the support was just amazing, and thank you guys. The top of my hair is a little bit wet because I washed the lace, you know. Now, I haven't really been wearing makeup, so I want to just do like kind of what my like quick makeup, like for a Zoom meeting or something, because wearing makeup and a mask just feels horrendous to me. Okay. Look, this is my new thing. I feel like if I put on if I put on hoops and I'm wearing a hoodie, it looks like I did something, like there's something happening here, right? So I want to try this JLo Beauty. This is called That Star Filter Complexion Booster Tint. So I think this is like a cosmetic bronzer that you mix with your moisturizer, and it'll just brighten up your face. And you guys can see I'm super pale right now. I have my second glass of coffee. Probably not a good idea. Guess who's gonna have anxiety later? A strange thing happened today, you guys. I felt happy.
Bruh.
So let me explain, okay? First of all, this is the JLo Broad Spectrum SPF 30 moisturizer. By the way, your DMs were really hilarious about this JLo Beauty, because half the people were like, please do a review, and half the people were like, it's garbage, throw it away. But we're gonna find out now, aren't we? What was I saying? Oh, I was like, I felt happy, and that was weird. Jesus. I've been feeling like truly happy. I kind of underestimated like this 2020 and the quarantine and everything that's been going on. I kind of underestimated the power that it has to affect our mental health. And that's another thing about my eating disorder. My eating disorder is this, see, this is what, I'm talking about something serious and I look like this. So my eating disorder is a symptom of a much larger problem, which is my mental health. Anyway, so I've been feeling happy, and honestly it scares the shit out of me, because I'm like, my recovery feels like I'm walking on a tightrope. Right? And I'm so afraid that I'm gonna fall back into my old ways. But then I was thinking today, I was like, you know what? It's okay if you fall, and you're gonna fall. And as long as you get right back up, you're further than where you were before. I think I have to accept that, and it's gonna enable me to enjoy my life and be present and not be worried about the future that hasn't happened yet. Oh my God, this is therapy, what the f? Okay, I just put this on my finger. Okay, let's give it a shot. How cute is this background? Oh. I actually got this a little while ago. This is from Leanne V. Her collab with Elitist. They're the company that does this. Okay, I had to go wash it off my hands. Oh, yeah. I like a little glow. I like, wow, she must enjoy hiking. Like, wow, she does acro yoga on the beach. Honestly, I don't really like this. We gave it a shot, right? It looks very patchy. Sip the coffee, sip the coffee. Also, another product I want to try out. This is the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Brighten and Correct Duo. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this book that has really changed my life and just given me so much optimism and hope. Shout out to my friend Nadia who recommended it to me. It's called The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. And typically, I mean, when I heard the 5-second rule, I was like, oh, like when food falls on the ground, you have 5 seconds. Basically, it's a neurological trick that you use to get you out of your head and into action. I listened to it on Audible, and I had never listened to an audiobook before. I thought it was like cheating. I don't know why, but anyways, it was awesome because you hear it in her voice and it doesn't sound like someone's just reading it to you. She's very engaging. It sounds like you're like at a TED Talk or something. And I've listened to it several times. I listen to it all the time, but I blew through it in like one day because at the time when I found the book, I just clung to it because I was just so desperate to change. And this tool has enabled me to change. I encourage you guys to listen to the book because she can explain it 10 times better than I can, but I wanna tell you how I've been using it. It's a, like I said, a neurological mind trick to get you out of your head and into action. Anytime you know you need to do something and you don't wanna do it, you use this trick. You count down from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and then on go, you get up and go. And it sounds really simple, you guys, but I swear it has changed my life. There are so many cool stories. I mean, in the book, you hear how she transformed her life, and then you hear lots of stories about how other people also have transformed their life using the tool. It distracts you from your feelings and lets your thoughts and your brain take over. And you can use it for anything. Like honestly, even before I sat down doing this video, I was kind of thinking about too much about what I wanted to say and everything that I wanted to cover, and then I count down back from 5 when I'm having anxiety to like ground me back, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's okay, like shh. The coolest thing about the 5-second rule too is that what it does is it creates authentic pride. And what authentic pride is knowing that when you say you're gonna do something, you do it. That's also integrity. So for me, I felt like when I was in that really dark place, I just felt like I couldn't rely on myself. Like I was unpredictable to myself. And I think that like I was just so down that doing anything felt like so difficult. Like the smallest, easiest task felt like so hard. And then when I discovered this trick and I started using it, everything got easier. And what she says in the book too is that like procrastination, overthinking, anxiety, worry, all of those things are just bad habits. They're not personality traits. That's not who you are. When I heard that, that made me feel so hopeful because I procrastinate a lot and I worry a lot, and I had gotten in a place where like I couldn't count on myself. I didn't know if I was gonna do the things that I said I could do. And the more that you do it, the better you get at it. But I noticed that like it's not always consistent. Like I have to work at it, and I have to keep using it, because if you don't use it, you lose it. So it looks like I have like an orange mustache. I'm just gonna hit it with this. Ooh. So I'm so excited for this palette. This is called the Transition palette by Dominique Cosmetics. So this palette has all the shades that you would need for contour brows, highlight, blush, everything. So my friend and I were talking about Chris and Dominique. We're like, dude, she always looks gorgeous. We're like, but she looks like stunning lately, like extra stunning. Like, I'm like, how do you keep getting prettier? And she did a tutorial kind of showing like how she's contouring her face. So I want to use her techniques using this palette. I have a real hard time doing like the in-between full glam and natural. Like I feel like I can only do like super full glam, like drag queen-ish. Like I look snatched like that, or I look busted when I try and do like the in-between thing. So I'm gonna try really hard not to go there. Okay, so Kristen said go like this now, you lift it up there. I told like everyone in my life about the 5-second rule after I listened to the book. So if anyone in my life watches this, they're probably, oh God, she's still talking about the book. But listen, it's essential for me. I was trying to like define and like figure out like why it worked for me, but why does that matter? I was like, why is it making such a big impact on my life? Like, am I a simp? And I don't know, maybe it's just like my learning style, but it really was exactly what I needed. So I'm gonna, no! It's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take like, I'll probably mix these two, frothy and natural. And I'm gonna kind of put those on these dark spots that f***ing J-Lo, wow, okay. I'm very impressed. I love this palette already. So I was talking to one of my followers and she was DMing me saying that, you know, she's been really struggling with binge eating and was asking me, you know, how do you break out of the cycle? Like I can't stop. And I don't have the answers, but I can tell you what worked for me, and just taking things one day at a time is huge. And it sounds so simple that you might kind of like overlook it. I know I did in the beginning. So you really just have to think about the 24 hours ahead of you and think, set a small goal that you can do and say, can I do this today? Don't think about tomorrow, don't think about next week, don't think about next year, only that day. And if that sounds difficult, then you break it down hour by hour until you can hit those goals. And that's where I had to start, like super simple, super small, and I'm still doing it every single day. Sometimes I would compare myself to like my other friends who are just like so on top of it and they have no trouble doing the stuff that they need to do, or that's how it appears anyways, like on social media. And I'll be like, why aren't I like that? Like, why do things feel so difficult for me? And then after reading the book and like hearing that, you know, those are habits that people build over time and that I can get there too because I'm willing to do the work and that's how I want to be, just like gave me so much relief. Don't let those self-limiting thoughts get in your head and think like if you want to change and think that, you know, you're stuck like this, that there's no hope. Like there is hope and we can change, and there are actually really simple tools out there. And I think that's the thing too, is like I overthink things a lot. I was just like looking for the answers everywhere, like reading all the self-help books, listening to TED Talks, podcasts, books and books and books. And then it's really crazy that the answers are just really simple. That's so weird. The inside of this palette says, keep life simple. The Lord's working in mysterious ways, I tell you. I'm going to use this, the Urban Decay Brow Blade, and it has like basically, this is like a liquid liner tip. I really like this guy because it looks like little brow strokes, brow hair strokes. And my brows are very sparse. Oops. You have to use the light touch, otherwise it looks like you just drew stripes on, which is what I just did. There's also a NYX Cosmetics one that I really like. It's like the same as this. Oh my goodness. Look at this guy, like being all rude. And look at this. Everyone has a good brow, right? And then an uncooperative brow. Amen, give me an amen. Oh, I'm feeling sleepy. I need my anxiety juice. If I haven't responded to your DM or message, I just want you guys to know I'm trying my best to get back to everybody. Yeah, it's hard because I've been really busy, and so I'm trying to make time for everything. Like I really want to be active on stories. I want to be vlogging all day, and I want to be on YouTube. So I just feel like I kind of fell behind on answering your DMs, but it means a lot to me. So just know that I'm trying my best to get back to everybody. And I really just appreciate everyone who's reaching out and sharing their stories. Like I'm really moved by you guys. The other day I got emotional. I was like looking on your stories, like I was like looking on your profiles. I was literally getting moved. I was like, wow, like these like beautiful, beautiful people, like my beautiful, beautiful followers. Like I was in my feels. Honestly, this is way more than I would do for Zoom, but it kind of, you know how that happens. Let's take some eyeliner, Makeup Forever, and then I just kind of like dot it in my lash line to look like I have like, you know, some people naturally, like their lash line is really dark because of their lashes. And I feel like sometimes if I try and like do a wing, it just like highlights the asymmetry in my face. So I'm like, just blend your lashes a little bit. I'm gonna curl my lashes. Honestly, day to day, I don't even wear mascara because for what? So that's about it for me. So yeah, this is kind of like my super natural and like no makeup, but I was experimenting with some new stuff today, but basically this would be it. I want to thank you guys for coming on here and hanging out with me today and for all the support. I'm so excited for the future. I've made some really big goals for myself, and it just feels good to be like feel creative again, and be just excited about everything again. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be on the lookout for my newest vlog. It will be up soon. Make sure that you subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I upload a new video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.